Okay, I think we're all good. Okay, now we're good. And we'll pop over here. Sweet. How is it going, everybody? It's been far too long. It's been far too long, but I've been busy. It's been a busy New Year's. That it has. By the way, Happy New Year's to everyone that celebrates it and all that stuff. I hope you had a good end of 2025 and a good beginning of 2026. How's it going, Neil? Hope you're doing well this evening. Also, with it being a new year, I think it's time to start a new army. At least it's what I think. I like to start off the new year with new armies. At least that's what I started last New Year's, which is why we got doing Space Marines and all that stuff. This year, Jake, I choose that. It's actually a decision I made a while ago with this. Not mean that I will not work on Space Marines in the future, but I just feel like I should switch it up every once in a while. Yeah, no, I realize I do probably should finish stuff and all that. Or at least get things painted. But I want to. I want to do this, and I'm going to. And you know, I have the models, and I can get it done. So, with that being said, I am going to be doing a guard army. At least tonight, I'm going to be building the new Krieg combat patrol, but I'm not going to build them as Krieg. As I think I've said before, I very much prefer the Valhallans over the... I like the Valhallans more as my favorite guard army. So, I'm probably not going to be doing as much of the gas mask helmets and all that. I'm probably just going to pull from my bin of guard heads and run normal guardsman stuff. But we'll see how it looks. Nice. I'll have to check out your Noise Marines in a sec. Or later on at some point. Oh, they came out with a new combat patrol? Like for Death Guard and all that? I'll have to look at that. What do I want to start with these guys? I'm gonna... Wants me, it looks like, to start building on the first page the command squad, which I think we're going to hold off on that. And I think we are just going to pull up the regular Kriegsmen and work on that. See what we can get done. You away. Not doing any of the horses. I think that's the heavy team sprue, so it means I want this one. Okay. Very cool stuff. Sounds like you both have some very cool things. I believe these are going to be very much just the same bodies and torsos over and over again. This is how I think these are going to go. We'll just start with that. Numbers. Numbers on this side. Okay. That one. That one. And... okay, I found the first three. I'd say besides Warhammer, I've had another thing take up a lot of my time. I finally got around to getting Monster Hunter Wilds working on my computer, and it has been a blast. I have enjoyed that game so much so far. What's up, What's up, Lily Pads? I hope you're doing well this evening. Hope you had a good New Year's and a good beginning of the year in general. But yeah, so I'm enjoying Monster Hunter Wilds. It's different and all that stuff. It has been a lot of fun. I am a Switch Axe main through and through. If I have to, I will switch to Sword and Shield just to be a bit quicker and all that. But so far, I've only had to switch like once, and I really haven't switched since. So it's been fun. My only issue is I can't play online. I can only play offline, and I think it's my own connection, which is the problem. Which I'm really sad because I have another friend that has this game, and we played Worlds together all the way through pretty much. Actually, I still gotta beat Worlds, but... so we can't like play together on this one. So I've had to like get better, as like, you know, most people should, not just rely on one person the entire time, which I did do in my Wilds, or in my Worlds playthrough. My friend pretty much carried me through most of the game. I did get better, and there was a point where I'm like, oh, I gotta solo hunt stuff just so I can prove that I'm good at it. What's up, Scott? Hope you're doing well this evening. But I will say playing the game has kind of actually helped me like think of more lore for my own like Space Marine chapter that I worked on last year. It's kind of just made me decide like, oh yes, I'm pulling more from the Monster Hunter world for this custom chapter, because the humans in that one are definitely like, they're superhumans through and through. But if you were to put like a regular me through, it's a death world. It is a death world in there. And I'm like, this is perfect. This is exactly what I want. So, been having fun. Just got, for those that like have played the game, it might be spoilers I talk about at some point, just as a heads up. But the game's been out since February of last year, so it shouldn't be too much spoiler wise. I just got to the Wyverian village, so just made it through the cliffs and snow biome up to there, And now we are going to delve deeper into the ruins and go through that. The story's been a little bit of a miss for me on some parts, to be honest, because I don't know. What I enjoyed with Worlds was the fact of I'm exploring a new world. I'm like gathering information. I'm a part of this big expedition. And I know there wasn't too much of a story in it. There was a story, but it's just something about that. I wouldn't say you're wrong in feeling like that. Especially like if you consistently play Monster Hunter and all that, the game can feel a lot more on easy mode. Because the controls are roughly the same between the two games. What's the name of that dragon? Alterion? I'll have to look that one up in a moment. I'm sure if I see it, I'll realize, oh, I fought it. I haven't beat Worlds. I haven't made it to Fatalis yet. That's currently where my friend's at, and he needs help from last time I checked. He said, like, Fatalis was his, like, highest on his own that he could, like, he's having trouble on his own doing it. But I will admit, in Wilds, there's one monster I'm really looking forward to fighting. I think all but, like, 2 monsters in Wilds have been different and unique. Well, I fought a Rathalos, but that was... I don't really count that Rathalos as a regular Rathalos. Oh, that's tough to hear. So it's more of a tedious fight at that point then, because, like, you might not break those parts the entire fight, or you might be trying to break those parts and extend yourself in a certain way that you just end up dying multiple times. Or fainting, I guess, is the correct term. Oh, that's good to keep in mind whenever I have to deal with that. Ooh, I will say with Wilds... Oh. What mini am I building? I am building the Deathcore Krieg Combat Patrol. We are doing... It's their Watchmaster first. I'm going to convert... not really convert, but I'm going to, like, not build these as Kriegsmen. I'm going to do them as Valhallans because I prefer that Guard Regiment over Kriegsmen. So we'll definitely have a few things. And I might also throw in some, like, custom models here and there. When I want to. Let's see. How's this going to go? Is it... what else did you say? Yes, the tedious fight and the attacking... Oh, his attacks obliterates your HP. Yeah, I heard, like, Lance is pretty broken. Or, like, that's the meme I've heard, is that it's a, it can be kind of like a broken weapon and build to do. Maybe I'd give it a chance one point. I don't know. Probably not, to be honest. I just like my big, like, bonking heavy weapon. Trying to figure out how this goes together. Oh, it's frontwards. So somehow... Oh, wait, that goes like that. Yeah, because that goes down the leg there. So you sit like that, I guess? I think... Is that it? Yeah, that looks to be about right. Okay. Now I figured out how that goes together. Two... Hunting horn is definitely a cool weapon. I like the idea of, like, you got to do the combos to be able to do, I guess, yeah, certain abilities. Or, like, oh, if you want to heal, do, like, okay, YYB or some other stuff like that. I think it's really cool. Another weapon I do want to try is Insect Glaive. Just because I like mounting the monster. Hey, no. Do not feel bad for yapping. I'm a Monster Hunter nerd as well. And I do want to nerd out about it here a little bit. So do not feel bad for it as well. I haven't really got too much into it like some other people might have. What's up, Paint? Wow, I'm actually surprised to see you here, bud. Not as a bad thing, just from what you said last time. Let's see, 88. All the backpacks are there. It's probably... I don't know what I can really say about Insect Glaive that kind of draws me to it. It's just the fact of being able to launch in the air, fly up over the monster, give it a couple hits, and maybe you're able to, like, land on top of it and then just do extra damage. That's not a bad summary at all, Paint. That is actually very, very close to how you can word it. I just finished a fight in Wilds, which I enjoyed. It wasn't difficult. I think as a Switch Axe player, I'm more of a fan of fighting big monsters because I can get in between their legs or other parts of their body where they can't really attack and just start wailing on them there. And that's just kind of what I enjoy. Another monster I do like hunting is Rathalos, because I can stand in between Rathalos' legs and just swing my axe around and hit it. So, like, when it tries to do its tail attack, it's just enough space that I'm able to sit underneath it. And just wail on it. Rathalos was definitely my first, like, hard fight I ever had to do when I'm thinking back in Worlds. But now that I've, like, fought in Worlds, I'm like, oh, I know what you do. I know your tells. So, I think it'll be interesting in Wilds to see how the story progresses with some other things, but... Ooh, nice paint. I'm excited to see how those turn out. I feel like those would be really fun to use in Trench Crusade as well, if possible. Key word is if. Is that correct? Yeah, that is correct. 1 week, 1 spearhead. Oh, nice. Very nice. Oh, for those that are new here, as I said before, it's a new year, so it means a new army. And I'm putting together the Deathcore Krieg's Combat Patrol because I'm starting a guard army. I'm not building it as Krieg. I'm going to be doing Valhallans because I like Valhallans more than Krieg. Not that I don't love the Krieg. I think they're awesome. Valhallans I like more just because of, like, Kaivis Kane's books. They're top-notch, in my opinion. I also come from a very icy, snowy place, so I feel more aligned with the Valhallans that way. I'm sorry, Razzie. I know you're a Krieg lover, but the Ice Worlders win out in this one. With that being said, I gotta grab my spare heads. My favorite faction is Space Marines. That is my favorite faction out of all the ones, but for all the armies I plan on doing or that I have, Space Marines, Custodes, Guard, Tyranids. And that's the armies I have. For favorites, it's Space Marines, Custodes, Tyranids, then Guards is favorite, I think. I've said it before. I might have changed it after saying it like that, but yeah. So, I actually made my own custom Space Marine chapter. But going off of main, like, favorite chapters, I'm a fan of Dark Angels, Salamanders, and Space Wolves. Those are the ones that I like the most. Yeah. I'm actually going to grab a model and show off the chapter's color scheme. So I technically have 2 color schemes for my chapter, but my main color scheme is blue, orange, with green eye lenses. I know this is not a regular Space Marine. This is just the closest I have on hand to show. Best of luck with that, Razzie. Best of luck with that. Okay, this is the Watch Master for these guys. I like that helmet. We'll use that later. Oh god, the Space Maids are funny. I think we'll go... Might be that one, or it might be better than this one to be their Watch Master Head. I think this one might be better just for... that fact. And I'm going to have to drill out a space for the head to go in. Let's see how well this goes. Yeah, that was going to happen at some point. We're good. See, Paint said I'm probably going to mix some custom sculpts and just paint minis for something. Just so it won't end it all out of tenderness and frustration. Okay. And then let me know how it goes magnetizing it, Razzie, because I want to magnetize my Baneblade as well so I can run other types. So I'm interested to see how it goes. And then... okay, it needs to be deeper down. Okay. We are going to... yeah. Oh, the head looks a little weird on that, I will admit. Looks like the head's sticking out too far. I gotta remove some material off the back. Good night, Paint. Enjoy your evening or morning. And hopefully you get some rest. Ooh. Okay, that's good to know. That is definitely good to know. Let's see if that gave it any room to sit better. Come on. You know. Oh. Kind of. I can also just shave off and remove some material. Make it sit a bit better. Another little side thing I've been doing after New Year's is trying to get a bigger space to do some bigger projects in the future, so we're not just working here in the office. Because I definitely want to... I will admit, after playing Monster Hunter, I want to make some of the weapons in Monster Hunter, and I need to... I pretty much need more space so I can do that. So I'm working on that, and I also need to set up some camera stuff so I can live stream it. So you guys can come along for the process. That. Pretty much need to make you sit like further down than I realize. Can we chip away like a lot of stuff here? Can't tell if I'm even... Oh, so I can go lower because it is touching the... No, I have not opened up my Baneblade yet. It's still sitting in its box. We will definitely be opening it this year at some point. And I will be building it. Is it more on... Okay, yeah, it's kind of this side I gotta remove. I know you all can't really see too much and all that, but I'm trying to just shave away these little extra bits sticking out on the helmet, or the head, so I can actually get to fit properly on there. That might work. Seems kind of like his head sticks up a little bit more. Oh, really? Does it feel that outdated? How's it going? I am trying to put together a guard combat patrol. I'm going to try making him look like Valhallans and all that. So I'm trying to do the head currently for this guy. I'm trying to see if I like the way it looks or if I got to take away some more material. I think... no, it's gonna be so small. You know, I was going into 2026 and I'm like, I feel like I should do a new army. So, and I wanted to do guard for a bit. It was either guard or Tyranids. And I thought guard would be a nicer one to do. Not saying we won't work on other models this year as well, but the main one will be guard. I will definitely finish my Space Marines this year as well. I might do like a special, like, oh, we're gonna spend X, Y, and Z, like, doing all that. Okay. Don't I have... Well, I do have some guard bits right there. Give me... that one. We'll make this pistol be on this guy. Oh, that's a big pistol. It's a really big pistol compared to his body. Like... that's a two-hander. That's the size of his leg. Wow, you guys can't see that at all. So I'm holding like the tip of it. I thought this would be a one-handed thing. This is more of a Space Marine pistol. Huh. I guess I'm putting that on a Space Marine model. How's it going? I am trying to put together... I'm starting a guard army this year. So I'm trying to put that together. And I'm deciding if I do new bits or if I just keep doing other bits. Oh, nice. Definitely be down to see that. Yeah, we'll just go with 66. And the other one is 70. And is there a chainsword on this one, or is it the other one? I'll take the plasma pistol off this one. I'll run this guy with a plasma pistol. It'll be like his last hope is the plasma pistol. Okay, and the other one, there's the chainsword. Give me that. I'll check it out in a moment. I think I'll take tomorrow, because I plan on streaming tomorrow. I think I'll take some time and I'll spray paint some stuff, because I do want to work on the Inquisitor cosplay. I have the outfit. I have a model that I might want to base the outfit on as well. Maybe. I want to make my own custom Inquisitor. And last time I went to my local game store, someone came in and was like, hey, would the store be interested in buying this model? And it was an Inquisitor one. And they're like, yeah. And then I'm like, oh, can I take a look at it? Because, you know, I'm kind of looking for an Inquisitor. Like, could I see it? And I saw it, and the store was cool with us just paying for it there and not needing to do a middleman and all that. Not something that we can do all the time, but it just happened to work out that way. And the model I got or snagged is this guy. Inquisitor... I have no idea how to pronounce his name. But I like him. I'm probably going to do a couple things to, like, customize it a little bit. I'm not the biggest fan of the head. I want to find, like, a good hooded head or something to throw on. And use that instead. And if I can make the cloak look more like a coat, then yeah. Yeah, I realized he was a limited edition one after I like tried to find him in the app and he wasn't there. So I looked up his stuff and like, oh, he's actually like relatively good, but or not good. He's a dope model. He's a cool model, but I could also run him as a regular Inquisitor if I want to as well. And I decided for him as well, I would build a squad of Battle Sisters for him to run. Yes, I did read that and found that out. And like his data sheet is only like if you got him and all that stuff as well, like for the subscription. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm not going to pay the subscription. If I want to do like a game with him, I'll just look up his data sheet and run it that way. Really? He is Legends? If you want, you don't have to. I like I said, I googled him and found him on like Wikipedia and all that. Okay, we'll set that one there. Use new recruit. Okay. I am starting a guard army this year. So I am building the Deathcore Krieg Combat Patrol, but I'm going to convert them to all look like Valhallans. Because I prefer Valhallans over Krieg. And I am going through and just doing that. So I'm trying to work on technically the Watchmaster for the Krieg, but you know, it'll just be for the Valhallans. Not sure what number I'll run these guys. I might do my favorite number, which is 13. I'm still in denial. I mean, I have like the Krieg kill team, which is fun. I like the look of them, and I'll probably run them in this army. And a couple other things, but I'm also tempted to make them like my own guard army, but I think the ones that I would like change are like the mounted units. So yeah. Okay, hold on, I gotta keep up. What's up, Leo? I am doing a guard army. I'm not doing any specific chapter. Decide this year. New me, new army. So yeah. What are people saying? Oh. And then be able to glue that one together. Just there. Oh, my finger is stuck. There we go. Ooh. Okay, all interesting information. Just learning all that. Pop over here. I'll have to check out that app as well, or that website that Ock is talking about. Oh no! Don't tell me I. Oh no! Wait a minute. Oh yeah, it is supposed to be crooked like that. Okay, and then we're gonna just try and find a good spot to set that. I'm gonna treat it more like they're pointing out at something, trying to give an order. Oh. It's called Worgen? Is that... did I say it correctly? Worgen or... Probably didn't say it perfectly, but... War Organs or War Ogrins? I feel like it's like War Ogrins? Eh. I'll still check it out either way. Cool. First model done for the army. Definitely a bit of a weird pose, but I'm picturing they're just pointing out to the rest of the squad or something that's going on. Be like, move that way or something. And... oh, organ. Like the internal body part. Okay. That's such a funny model. Okay, is this one that I can use, or is it going to be the other one? You know what I kind of want to like throw in this army? I want to make a Jurgen model. I feel like it'd be kind of funny to have like a really gross, grummy looking Valhallan in this whole army. Okay, there it is. That's 18. That's what I need. That's, I think, kind of my plan with this army is I have a couple, like, Inquisitor agent models. So, like, that Inquisitor and a few other ones I'm going to probably throw in this army and just run them in this for the fun of it. Where is... okay, found 19. But we'll see. We will see. What's up, Toast? Yes, I do have Krieg models, but they're not going to be Krieg. I'm building, or I'm turning them into Valhallans. Because I like Valhallans a little bit more. Too much of Razzy's chagrin. They really want me to do Krieg. Oh. Oh. Oh yeah, Aatrox. I did see your different head for your Lord Solus. And you also did one for Greyfax as well. I will admit, that hat was weird. It was definitely weird for all that. Honestly, no offense to Krieg, Steel Legion... oh, no, wait a minute. I haven't read on Steel Legion, so I won't say anything. I'll definitely say if I was to pick a guard regiment to deal with orcs, I would probably pick the Steel Legion. Yeah, it is, and I thought it was really weird. like, trying to get it on the model for the first time. I'm like, how do I put this together? Yarrick. Or Yarrick, not Yarrick. Oh, is there, like, rumors that he's maybe coming back? Like, he's not actually dead? Yeah, I don't have many tanks in this army. Okay. It'd be cool to have him come back. Well, maybe. I don't know. I want Gazgul to fight, I don't know which World Eater it was that, like, has his skull, or has, like, what looks like Yarrick's skull on him. I want Gazgul to fight him, realize, oh, it's not Yarrick, or, Yarrick? Angron. Yeah, I want him to fight Angron. Yeah, we might be a liar, but I want them to fight each other. And then, in the middle of the fight, just this bunch of Guardman tanks show up, and it's, like, Yarrick, I don't know. Good old One Eye come in and just, like, blast them both. Do, 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 do. Oh, I do have a Commissar model. So if I did take one of these, if I took one of these, like, models, I'm going to turn it into a Valhallan, and gave it a Melta and made it look just really grubby, I could say it's Caiaphas and, Jurgen, like leading my army. That'd be kind of fun. Although with the Commissar model I have, he's got a power sword, not a chain sword. And I also made it so it looked like that it has a beard. So it probably wouldn't be, like, perfect. Oh, that's funny. I like that. Ooh. I'll have to check out that model. I don't know if anyone here plays Magic, and I'm just going to talk about it for a second, so bear with me. I just finished building an Dragon deck like 2 weeks ago, and I got to, like, finally play it yesterday, and I had a lot of fun with it. I got to get some different dragons, not just red dragons, so I can do other stuff. But I won a game with that deck, and I lost a game with that deck. So, I think it went pretty well. Okay. So, it wants to do... I will admit, Magic is cheaper than Warhammer. Why is my screen flickering? Like I said, it... Oh, is it one of these styles? Yes, because it fits like that. I like the 40k. Well, okay, the only 40k deck I have is the Space Marine one. Honestly, if you want to give Magic a try, download Tabletop Simulator and download a Magic the Gathering like game that you can like play on, and then go to a website and then go to, what's the name of the website? Go to moxfield.com and you can just build or find like decks that you want to try and do that. Ramsey said, sorry, Magic Gathering has lost the plot just like all the WOTC stuff. Oh, Wizards of the Coast. What do you mean by that, Razzie? What do you mean by that? Okay. I understand. You're not a big fan of like all these other universes coming in and being added into Magic. That's fair. Like, there's definitely some cards I think are kind of weird to throw into Magic and all that. But isn't like the whole premise of Magic being just you're all people from different universes that are traveling and you're just playing like your spells at each other? That's what I understand it as. I haven't been playing long, so all that. I've heard Mothman deck is pretty good. Haven't played against that or played with that deck yet. Or I don't have that deck. So, can't really say too much on it. I don't disagree with that, Razzie. I don't disagree with them pushing whatever they think is the most popular and all that. I do not disagree with that. No, all the backpacks were on one thing. I never watched Critical Role, nor do I have an interest in watching Critical Role. I think they are all very talented people, and they brought a lot of people into playing D&D. But I haven't really read any of their stuff. I tried to watch them, and it's just so... I just got kind of bored with it. Like, watching them and go through their stories. And then going on to what Atrox said, Where is the Mothman Museum? Is it like... Is the Mothman like museum in Virginia? Or I guess West Virginia or something like that. I don't remember where he initially originates from. Pleasant Point, West Virginia. Okay. Okay, what sort of tangent is she going off of? I have heard of the Flatwood Monster. I can't remember what it is, but I have heard of it. Is the Flatwood Monster just like a giant flatworm? Ooh, I will check that out in a little bit. Oh, it's an alien? Giant humanoid alien. Kind of looks like a nun almost. Well, that is odd and interesting. I'll have to look that up. Okay, I'm just going to go up and read... going to the Discord and seeing... Oh, what did you give her? Oh, you bought the two big... You got the two big Christmas boxes. Oh, gee. That's... What the fuck is that? That's what the Flatwood Monster looks like? I've seen that before. I just forgot that's what it looked like. That just looks like a... honestly, yeah, it looks like a nun. A really bug-eyed nun. What head do I want to run on? This guy. Not that one. I'm saving that one for later. Not that one either. I don't have my other guard boxes here, or I would steal some helmets from them. So it's a gas mask. I could just do straight up. It could be a possibility. If I have one with a scarf going over his face, I think I would run that as the sniper. Honestly, that probably is where I saw... Oh, I found one. I found the head I was looking for. Yeah, I found the head for my sniper. Because, personally, I hate drawing faces. So, if I can, I want to find as many heads as possible that do not show their face. Really hard to see. This is just goggles and a scarf over the face. And I think that's perfect for a Valhallan. Aatrox, I really hate that you typed out that name because I'm really superstitious about that stuff. But you know what? We're online. We should be fine. I don't know if I have a favorite cryptid or not. Honestly, if I had to guess, it's probably one of the ones from like Africa that people assume is just like a living dinosaur or something like that. I guess it also could be like Lake Champlain's is also interesting. Rory, what are you doing? Hi, Rory. I thought they were. It's them and like another one that I do not want to speak about. I know that I'm being paranoid or being superstitious about something that, at the end of the day, was just meant to keep people inside and, like, together. Excuse me. Either way, I don't like speaking either name on just where I live. I don't like doing it superstition-wise. But that's just me. That is just me. I honestly think that stems from, like, my time in high school when I would just sit and watch, like, I'd watch YouTube videos of people making horror stories about those things, like, at night, and it would honestly just panic me. I feel like they have stories about them as well from where I'm from. I feel like there's stories about those on the East Coast as well. I will admit, I used to walk into the woods alone, and then I had a couple weird experiences, and I just stopped. Kinda. I'm from Maine. It is where I'm from. I've also heard there are like stories all the way up into Canada. As soon as I said walked, panicked. I will, in general, I like learning about those stories just because, like, they all do stem from something, and they're just really cool. Honestly, they probably, most likely, they all stem from cold places, because when it would get cold and you ran out of food and all you had left, okay, it would get cold, someone would freeze to death, and you would run out of food, and then all that was left was the person that froze to death. And it was either you starve or freeze are your two choices. People had to make a hard choice. It's not a fun thing. Let's take this and actually cut away. I'm pretty sure this is not the first time we talked about this on this channel. I should probably go on a binge again about learning this stuff. I mean, just in general. Okay. What else can we talk about? What do you mean it's his fault? Has it really just been 2 months since that? Yeah. To be honest, like, I do kind of feed into it, and then all of a sudden I realize, like, oh, I should probably stop. No, you're fine. I like talking about cryptids. I have a buddy who's, his favorite cryptid is, like, Sasquatch and Bigfoot. And when I get a chance, I do try to buy him, like, that kind of stuff. I'm glad. I'm glad it can... Wait, hold on. Let me just reread. Man, I'm not going to lie. This is the first time I've drawn in like a year or so. It's so chill. I can relax. I'm glad because I like to make this be a chill and relaxing stream that people can just come, hang out, do their own crafts, or nerd out about their own hobbies and stuff like that. That's, I think, honestly, why I started this channel. Well, it's not why I started it, but it's definitely become the reason why I like it. It was one of the reasons why I wanted to continue. Well, that, and I also meet some very interesting and awesome people while I appear on here. Ooh. Okay, be very safe. The closer you get, the more relaxed you get, and that's when the accidents can really happen. So, I'm glad that you are on a road trip. Sounds like it was a lot of fun. Or I hope you had a lot of fun. 16 hours is a... Oh, you're the passenger. Okay, well, I hope you at least switch. If you can drive, I hope you switch with the other person. If not, I hope you've been entertaining enough to keep that person entertained. Okay. We got head number 2 going on. Honestly, road trips are so much fun. I have... I might make a road trip or I might make it a solo trip, but I'm going to North Carolina in April for a wedding, and I think that will be a solo trip. Let's see, you said you saw every major mountain between you and home, and oh, you slept the first half. I will try. The thing is, like, I'm going down for a wedding, so like maybe I'll take some time to check some stuff out, but I really like it might be on my way back that I take some time and check things out. Oh, sweet. We're going to line this up perfect. I will be... I'll be near Raleigh and Durham are the two cities. I mean, they're so large that they connect. I just call it Raleigh-Durham, or that's what I've heard most people call it. But, yeah, buddy of mine is getting married down there this April, so I'm going there. I think I talked about this before. And I remember having this conversation with you, Razzie, because I described, like, the Warhammer store that was near Raleigh. There's definitely like a... I probably should, even though I hate or I don't want to pay the tolls and all that stuff. But I'll probably like borrow an easy pass from like my family and just go and do that. I know this coming Thursday I will be in Mass for a wedding as well. So that'll be fun. 17 hours on non-toll roads. Yeah, that is definitely a big drop from... I'm actually going to cut that. What's up? What's up, Hal? I hope you're doing well this evening. Okay. Get that all nice and cleaned up. Now, I think I can actually line it. Oh yeah, I can line it so he's looking through the scope. That's perfect. I love that. Well, that's cool. What big news do you have, Hal? Should I raise that? God, his head looks like it sticks up so much. Okay, and now I will find its other arm. Okay, what is the other arm? Other arm is 49. I think it's on this one. Here it is. Oh, you got some physical stuff in the works now? That's nice. Glad to hear that. Okay. What else do we got? Okay. Let's see. Let's try to get that. There we go. That's how I can get that to work. Is that Indian? No, I don't think so. I don't think it's Indian music. It's hold on a sec. Let me get this together and then I will tell you what I am listening to. Okay. Can I play some Indian music? I don't know. Maybe. I was gonna say I probably should change the music. I've just been listening just because I enjoy this one. This one's called like Instant Energy Boost by Upbeat Lo-Fi Productive Mix. It's by Chill Hop Music is the name of the channel, and yeah, that's the one I've been listening to, but I can definitely switch to something different. But I don't know. I think like when I do switch it, I like to kind of vet the playlist and kind of decide what I want to put on here. Because like I said, there's a vibe that we got going on, and I like to keep that vibe. What is Hal talking about? To make a long story like a long story not so long. What happened to your War Game Inferno, though? I thought you were working on Inferno. Wasn't that going to be your war game? Or is this a part of the same universe as Inferno, just like its first thing? Okay, so it is its own whole thing. And then 24 as well. Give me this, and we will... I know it's far away. I'm just going to show off what we gotten done so far. So we got this guy built, and this one all together. I'm now working on the Vox operator. Hey, don't be sorry about that, Ock. You don't need to sit here and chat and all that stuff. You can just like hang out and vibe. I'm not forcing anyone to talk or anything like that. I think, like I say in like end of every stream, like, you know, just having you guys hang out, be a part of everything, even just like lurking. That's more than enough. That's really all that I kind of expect you guys to do. Anyone really messaging or liking videos or doing anything above that is like beyond what I expect. I want people just to vibe out and chill. There is a lot of chaos and turmoil, at least in 2025, I feel like for me. There was a lot of chaos and turmoil. And I personally needed a space that I could just kind of vibe out and enjoy and have a good time. And ooh, I'd be interested in seeing how that turns out. Which I guess for those that are new here, I have a Discord and it's completely free to join. It is just a place to like hang out, show off your work, all that stuff. So I do want to see your work, Ock, and if you want to send it in there, I'd be happy to take a look at it. I figured that would be it. And then what is House saying? The city about the Holy... Oh, I say that's called Holy Wog. That does have human rights with a law that is not so good. And in Holy Wog, it is normal to get blasted 5 times a day. People just ask, too much is dead. Okay. So like most other grimdark settings by the sounds of it. Oh, you meant no, like none. Okay. Um... Okay, hold on. Which part? Every time you say that line, what line are you talking about? Like, I'm curious, what am I saying that makes you think of that? I know what short you're talking about. Oh, okay, okay. I got it, okay. Jesus Christ. You know, I kind of realized, as much as I do want to, like, paint up that Nerf gun tomorrow, I gotta get some parts together and all that stuff. That's true, he does say that. Oh my god, I haven't watched this stuff in so long. I've been actually, like, seeing Heavenly randomly in my, like, YouTube clips. I say randomly. I know, like, why he's there. He's there to talk to anime girls online, is the way I'm going to word it. And honestly, I love seeing him react with these other people. I'm like, I've seen his, like, comedy and humor, and I love it. I love it. I think my favorite, like, anime girl he interacts with is Froggy. Froggy's my favorite to watch him interact with. I don't know if anyone here understands exactly what I was just talking about. I don't care. That's just for me. Do 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 do. Oh, that's fine, Razzie. I was not expecting anyone here to understand what I was talking about. God, Pippa's unhinged as well. Oh, and Chibi Doki as well. Oh god, when you said Doki, I was thinking of, like, the other Doki. But yeah, god, those two are so unhinged. I love it. I don't watch them specifically a lot, but jeez. If I had to, like, summarize the person I'm thinking of, just autism to the max is honestly what I'll say. Froggy is autism to the max. And they also say some unhinged stuff. Okay, I think we gotta do what we did last time, which is set up that. As a Warhammer fan, honestly, I forgot how much that actually does not narrow it down. I will admit, I don't think of Warhammer as, like, an autism thing at this point. But maybe that's just because I'm, like, in it. Like, I don't I don't see the autism. Where does the autism for Warhammer come from? But maybe I'll be proven wrong, or maybe there's a prime example in front of me and I don't freaking know it. Papa Roach! I love it. I love that name. That is a perfect name. I'm trying to think also. Honestly, I got myself thinking now on like what sort of things do I just start like thinking about and kind of like oh god, what's the word? Devolving into, I guess could be the word. Terry. Honestly, I'd be more scared of Terry than I would be of like something called Doom of whatever. I'm like, Terry's terrifying. The more simple a name is, I think the more terrifying said thing is. Okay. I think I kind of like realized for myself, at least most recently, my most recent fixation is... I just realized what you said, Razzie. The Throngler is a terrifying thing. Honestly, Monster Hunter is my thing that's kind of triggering, not in a bad way, just making me think about some stuff. Like, how do I don't think I can word it correctly in 3 minutes. Yes, I know that meme. Okay, Razzie, when you sent that, I looked up, saw, and I double-taked back to make sure I read that correctly. I'm like, did Razzie just reference that? So, I'm gonna talk about Monster Hunter here for a second. I know in the games there's not much in the way of story or lore for a lot of stuff. I know a couple times there has been references to an ancient civilization in Monster Hunter. It's where like the switch axe comes from. A lot of like the more technical weapons in Monster Hunter comes from this old civilization. And to be honest, it piques my interest. I want to know more about it. So in the newest game right now, where we're kind of like learning about an ancient city or group of people that used to live in this place. It's okay to blame Razzie. We can fully blame Razzie here. So, just to kind of continue, I'm loving that we're learning about these ancient people. And all that. And I've heard the name before for the civilization that they are talking about in the game. Because I think it's been named before in previous games. I could be wrong. Where did that go? It went right there. It old history in games like that just start to itch a certain thing for me. Sorry, I need to turn down the music so that I can actually hear my own thoughts here for a second. I realize the music quells my brain a little bit too much, and now I can't think on it. So, if I remember in other games, it's been referenced that there was a war in the Monster Hunter universe. There was a very powerful, or a couple powerful empires in the Monster Hunter world. I meant IRL who? Who are you, hold on. Who are you talking about? I'd never seen Stargate before. Well, I've seen clips of it, but I've never like actually watched Stargate before. I guess I'm gonna have to watch that show now and see what you're talking about. But no, I remember being in high school, like watching videos on like, oh, like all the lore and references that we've heard from like Monster Hunter about this ancient civilization, the people that happened to it, and like the weapons that they made and all that stuff, and like how there was a monster that like pretty much took out the entire very easily. It's very easy to lack a lot of culture. Which I remember like watching this video, and now I'm playing Wilds, and I'm getting flashbacks on like watching this video, and now like seeing the lore of this game get like mentioned, and I'm like, holy crap, I remember this. Some pieces are coming together. We're getting more lore. We're learning more about the ancient people, and I'm getting more excited. I'm like, this is fixing all my problems with the current game. You are tickling the part of my brain that likes this very much. I like story building in general, so that's why I'm like hyper about this. I feel like your head sticks up way too much, and I probably should just cut that a little bit. That was a very normal reaction, honestly. Destiny was a cool game. I liked the concept of it, but I couldn't really play that much of it. Okay, that actually sat a lot better. I will be honest, or not honest, like one of the things that I wanted, I think Worlds would have been really cool if they had references to like this ancient civilization being there, or like where the people fled to after the catastrophe. Because in the old world, there's ruins and stuff everywhere. There's really none of that in Worlds, which is fine because it's meant to be a whole new place. It's meant to be like a new start. So, like, it's understandable. Rory, what is wrong? Why are you looking at me like that? Get over here. Hello, my fluff boy. Hello, fluff boy. You are a good fluff boy. Yes. You got to wait. Sorry, I have to tell the dog that he has to wait. I don't know. I think the only time in Worlds we ever saw anything to do with, like, people that lived there before was, like, one Wyverian. No. No, you will not see the fluff. The fluff will stay where he is. What am I looking for? I am looking for 58. There it is. Have you set it up so that you can do that, Hal? Because it is actually a lot simpler to, like, live stream on the YouTube than I think people realize. 63. What's up? What's up, Red? It's okay. You don't need to know what's going on. But if you want context, I am starting a new army this year. I am building some guardsmen, and I'm going to build them as Valhallans, or I'm taking the... I am taking the Deathcore Krieg Combat Patrol and turning them into Valhallans, and I'm using that for my army. Oh yeah, you can easily do it on your phone. I'm using my iPhone right now to live stream. I don't, like, just go to the YouTube app and hit live. I certainly could. I do some sort of way so that I upload it to my computer and it pops up that way. Ooh. Razzie, I'm going to ask some advice from you here. Because you've done cosplay before and all that. Is there a website or something that you go to find your templates when it comes to making some clothing and all that? I asked this because I'm going to buy some foam mats, and I want to make it look like the chest armor on, like, an outfit. And I don't know if there's a template that I can use, or if it's better if I just measure myself and freehand it. So if you're here, I ask for your advice. If not, that's fine. I need something to blow my nose with. Perfect. That's the exact type of advice I need. Because I would honestly just wing it from beginning to end. But that is probably the best kind of advice I could ask for. I have a little bit of experience sewing. Not a crazy amount. The only bit that I don't really plan on doing a lot of sewing for this first outfit. I think I'm just going to be doing it for the flak armor. That's the word I'm looking for. So like I will probably do like the buckles and stuff on for it, and maybe some other bits of stuff. I don't know. I haven't really even thought about exactly what I want to do. I know the general shape and stuff that I want, but how I get there and do it, I'm not sure. What's up, Dead God? Ooh, that sounds like a fun game, How? Oh. There. I don't even think I need a greatcoat. I do want to make a greatcoat, so I will keep that in mind for the future. I have a leather duster that I bought a while ago, and I'm going to use that for the like outer layer part. I'm just trying to think of things that I want to make or that I could make. I've talked about it before. I'm going to be making my own Inquisitor. Like, I'm doing an Inquisitor cosplay. I'm not going to base off of any specific guy. Like, I'm not basing it off of this guy or anything like that. But I want to make an outfit that looks like an Inquisitor. If you're doing bright colors, do a Primal Black and then Zenithal the white. Honestly, I keep talking about it and I just need to start working on it. Like, I keep seeing all these cool people that do cosplays and I'm like, I want to do it so bad. I need to get off my ass and just make stuff. I'll have to pop on Etsy at some point soon, and I will have to check that out. Do, 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 do. Okay. Noted. To be honest, I hate research, but it's probably the most important thing to do. Researching things have never been my strong suit, so I will definitely try to work on that. Oh, you do? How did that go? Well, you said you know how to. Have you made one before how, is my question, I guess. And I need to do your Vox. There we go. Sure. Yeah, if you want to send some pictures. Okay. That will just fit right in there. Now we will do the other arms. Well, we'll do the arms, not the other arms. Let me switch my hand around. I think I just realized I don't even really need to get that foam. The foam would just be thicker and cool to use. I could also just do it out of cardboard. Just a couple layers of cardboard and like maybe put something on top to like cover the cardboard stuff on it. That might not be a terrible idea. Might have to try that out. Okay, we got that guy built. Now we're working on a trooper. Need... Oh, that just says 2. Okay, there's 2. That one... Number 4? There's 4. Yeah, I think it looks good. I definitely got the Power Fist idea going through on it. That's there, and then go there with that. Okay. Just keep clipping away and going through. Just trying and trying. I will admit, I am like kind of itching to play more Wilds at the moment. Because I left off in a spot where it's like the story's going to continue and it'll be more fun. Ugh. Honestly, I don't know what it is about it, but Wilds hasn't really felt like a Monster Hunter game until just this part that I got to. I haven't really done a lot of grinding either in the game. Like, I'm more waiting until I get to the higher ranks to like really kind of care about what armor I am using. I don't know. It probably like does matter now. There is a armor set I do want to use. But I also want to see like what another set's gonna look like. It's just every time I go and try to make a set in Monster Hunter, I end up finding a monster that like then has cooler armor after. I'm like, why? Why? It's got better armor. This looks cooler now. So then I go hunt that one. I make that set. And then I go fight another monster. And it's a never-ending cycle. The drip is too powerful. Oop. Okay. This is the tedious part, just trying to clean everything up. Do. I just realized it took me 2 hours to do 3 models now. God, no wonder why building takes forever. I just forgot how long it takes because I don't like building on stream for that reason, where sitting here and be like, okay, I got 3 models and it's been 2 hours. I'm like, oh, what did I do all stream? Did I just do that? Yeah. But I will admit, this is like the part I enjoy the painting the most. The building is also enjoyable because it's fun to go through and be like, okay, I want to do this, this, and this on every single model. The paintings, the tree, the buildings we got to go through. What I really dislike doing the most is I dislike priming the most. But I guess I dislike it during the winter currently. Oh no. I'm gonna have to like squish that in together. I think, yeah. Hold on, I gotta pop that out. No, come on out. We did this once before. Razzie, why did you say hand cramp? Because I wasn't realizing until now, but my hand is cramping. Damn it, Razzie! Hey, hey, let's get you where you need to be. It's only cramping for like a little bit, so it's not the end of the world. Okay. I'll try to do all the bodies at once and just kind of decide from there what I want to do. I don't need to do the medic because I already have the medic from the kill team. Just looking through everything else. Hey Van, how's it going? Hope you're doing well this evening. You know, we'll flip over to this one. Oh, do I have any... Oh, I do have some other spare bits. Ooh, okay, okay. There, I got like a regular las gun there. And I got another one there, which looks like it needs some stuff on it. Oh. And I got one that can go in the backpack. Let's see. I'm trying to see if I got any of the actual arm pieces. Yes, I do remember seeing in the Discord that Blood Angels won and the Dark Angels lost. I'm a little bit sad, but honestly, it's all good. You guys had... Oh, there's a pointing arm. I could have done that. Oh, and it's robotic too. Oh, okay. We'll throw that down there. It happens. You know, you can't always... You played the game completely wrong. How so? How did you play your game wrong? I don't feel like there's any wrong way to play the game. Okay, we'll take that. And throw that there. You know what? You're not expected to be a pro at the game when you first start. It's okay to make mistakes. Learning that you did make those mistakes and then going... Yeah, just like how Razzie said. It's how you learn. It's how you learn. Okay. Let's see. What did Ox say? It's okay. I made my opponent... Oh, I made my opponent made once by overwatching with a... I don't know how to pronounce that. And kind of forgot that Titanic models can't do that. Oh, damn. I think I'm actually going to run one of these as... I'm going to have to cut away his little box thing. Oh, Hierophant? Hierophant. Okay. There is a piece that looks like it's supposed to go on the top of this. I think we're going to run it without it. Come on. We're going to clean this up. Might snag something to go on top of this one, but who knows? Good. I'm glad. I'm glad the Deathwing Knights were annoying to fight against. No, no, they don't want to. Do not disc one of my favorite units from Dark Angels. No, you're fully fine to disc it. Or to disc them. They do their job well, is how I look at it. They're a melee Terminator unit, so it can be kind of just tough to, like, use them most of the time, but yeah. Well, they're Terminators. Terminators in general can also tank a bunch of stuff. Okay, I think I do need to cut that chest piece down a little bit so I have some extra room. Is this supposed to go? I think we'll just make it work like that. We'll go there. But before I forget, I should probably do the helmet. Oop. I decided last year that every year I want to start a new army. So I am building the Deathcore Krieg Combat Patrol, and I am trying to make them look like Valhallans. So I'm building a guard army, and they are going to be Valhallans. That's simpler than what I was starting to say. Doesn't mean I'm not going to finish my Space Marines, because I do need to finish those guys. They're definitely underpainted, is what I'll say. I think what I got to do is I got to sit down, get everything primed that needs to be primed, and then pull out the airbrush everything blue, and then just do like the detail stuff when I can. The problem is, like, airbrushing, I like doing it. Setting it up is the pain. I do have, actually, I have 2 ancients now. I have 2 ancients in my army. Why should I name one Todd? I'm probably going to steal the guns from Tau models and just add it to my Space Marine or Guard army. That's my thought on Tau. They're better as bits. I will never play a Tau army. Because Todd is a fire name. I will give you a solid maybe. The only reason is if you can find a dinosaur named Todd, I will do it. I like to name my characters and units after either dinosaurs or like Boo Hiss. That has a terrible gun. I think if I put a giant railgun on one of my tanks, it would look pretty cool. Oh, that's what I should do for my repulsor. Ooh, I like that. Yes. I can certainly do for Ian Malcolm. I like that very much. So, I think what I'll do now is the town model that has a giant railgun on its shoulder. Is that large enough? Can you read that now? I'm gonna leave it there for a sec because I find that hilarious. uh... Is that good? Is that a better size? Can you read that? Okay. What am I doing? I need to decide which head I'm going to use. Ooh, that's not a terrible idea, Lily. I don't have a Blade Guard Ancient. Technically, I'm using a proxy Blade Guard Ancient that I've already built. I need to... I don't have a dinosaur skull on his base. Not a terrible idea to put one. I still gotta do a chapter symbol. I haven't written or drawn a chapter symbol yet. The idea that I have for a chapter symbol is... I'm thinking like the skull of a Legiacris from Monster Hunter with a sword going through the top of it. It's just like side profile or maybe front profile, but mostly side profile. That's the idea. Let's shorten that up a little bit. I still miss the Tau pun. The Todd/Tau pun? What? What's up, Ando? I will read your thing in a second. Okay. I'm lost on, too, about the pun. Okay, what did Ando said? I've painted a few of the NID models I've gotten so far, and already I can see how my painting has gotten better. Good to hear, good to hear. Also, I named one of them Star Killer base because why not? Yeah, that's a very good name. Do, 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 do. Let's see. I think I'll shave away from the back a little bit. Yeah, we'll do that. Do, 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 do. And then if I do that over his neck, you won't even see the hole. I think that will be perfect. Lily, that's an amazing idea. I'm gonna go buy a chaplain as soon as I can and do that. Or what if instead of a chaplain, it's a librarian? Holy shit! I realized I still have the Wolf Priest model from the Space Wolf box that came out. I could do that for the Wolf Priest. Oh, that's yes. Yes. Okay. So many good ideas. This is why I love this community. So many great ideas get shared, and then I reap the benefits. You do have fire ideas. Okay, we'll finish up this guy, and I'll probably call it a night. So I'll get some rest. Okay, and then need to put that. Need to put that there. He's pretty much got his chin right on it. Big Mama the Psychophage? That's still a fire name. Honestly, I think for like for Tyranids should have, like, really, like, one word names that are either funny or be terrifying. Like, okay, in lore, you got old One Eye. That's a long name, but I consider that short. Swarm Lord. Okay, that's one. Death Leaper. That's another. But then you got, oh, Big Mama's coming out. Roach Lord's coming out. Like, those are on brand. And I'd also be like, oh, it's Roach Lord. I'm terrified of Roach Lord. How is the cosplay going to look? It's going to look really poor, like poorly made and cheap, but it's going to be mine and I will be happy with it. No, I'm hoping it's going to look good, and I'll definitely, like, try my best to make it look good. But I have to expect it's my first time, so it's not going to look good. But we all start somewhere with it. And then like I said, your TAC Marine Sergeant is named Jerome and is based on the protagonist of Halo Wars. Ooh. That is cool. I like that. Oh, I think I'm actually going to have to cut this arm a little bit shorter. Or will it work? No, we are going to have to cut this one. Damn. I need to go with a bending arm to make this one look good. Oh yeah, there we go. It's got two different armors. So one of these is definitely a Kriegsman shoulder, and one of these is definitely a Cadian one. But I am okay with that. Away from me. Don't you keep running away from me. Come on. Oh, it's... Wow. I got glue everywhere on it, and it's just sticking to me. Every possible way it can. There we go. Okay, we'll let that set, and then I'll mess with it more. If you had a Catachan, it'd be a female, and you name her. I have no idea how to pronounce that name. Wait. I've seen that name before. I'm trying to remember where I've heard that name before. I know I have. I'm being so dumb right now, and I know that. No, it's Hispanic. Okay. For some reason, I thought it was... Jeez. Okay. And then Lily said, Captain in Gravis armor is named Captain Lysander. Do you think it's a good name? Yes, I do. Vaskex? Is that how it's pronounced? Okay. So we got this guy done. Definitely the other arm is a little bit different than some others, but yeah. Hey, don't be ashamed of Starkiller. Starkiller's a good name too. Everyone's just sharing what they came up with. Oh, it's Kez. Kez. Okay. Well, I am going to call it here for the night. It is 11 o'clock. I should have been on here at 7, but I spent too much time playing Monster Hunter. With that all being said, I hope you all enjoyed stream. I had fun being here. I'm excited to get this army started and go through. We got the beginning of this Valhalla one. If you enjoy the content, feel free to leave a like and subscribe. If you want to share some of your own work, either that be... I'm still building. I haven't even painted. I'm still in the building phase. But if you enjoy the content, like I said, leave a like and subscribe. If you want to share off your own stuff, I have a Discord in the description of the channel. Completely free to join. It's just more of a maker's place. Not just Warhammer, but like, you want to show off your drawings, you want to show off your writing, you want to show off your cosplays, all that stuff. It's a place you can go and hang out and share it. And if you want, not that I'm expecting anyone to, nor do I think people should, whatever. Fuck it, I'm not going to say that part. But, with that all being said, none of that, if you don't want to do it, that's fine. Just having you here, hanging out, being a part of chat, lurking, all that stuff is more than enough. I like having people here. I like having a space to just chill, hang out, and just do whatever. So, with that all being said, I want you to go out there and make something awesome. I know you will.